Do you have early extension and you spent hours on endless swing tips trying to figure it out? You've done things like keeping your hips back in the downswing, you're working on opening up the hip at impact, but whatever you do, you still early extend on every swing. If that's you, this video is for you because you might not have an early extension swing tip problem, you might have the technique down, but you might have a body problem which no swing tip can fix. Before I explain anything, I want you to do a quick test with me. You can do it right at home, but I want you to get down on the ground. Seriously, let's do it together. And this is called the 90-90. And if you're a right-handed golfer, the right leg will be out in front of you and your left leg will be out to the side. And I want to see if you can sit up nice and straight. If you're new to this channel, my name is Joe Yoon. I've served as Director of Performance at Baltusrol Golf Club. I've worked with elite juniors all the way to touring pros. And this is one of the most common areas that I've seen restrictions in for over 15 years. For most of you, one of three things just happened. First is you try to get into this position and there's zero chance you're gonna stay upright. You just feel like you're gonna fall backwards if you try to get into this 90-90 position. Number two is you can kind of get in this position, you can stay upright, but you're really fighting falling back. So you kind of look like this, you're kind of tilted back this way, really bending the spine. And number three is you can get into the position, but this back hip is cramping up like crazy, or it just feels a little pinchy and just does not feel comfortable. Think of it this way. Imagine that I have a bent elbow and I have this heavy band wrapped around my elbow. Let's call this the restriction. And you're like, Joe, can you go ahead and extend your elbow? Can you straighten your elbow out? But you know what? I can't because I have this restriction on my elbow. But if we remove the restriction, piece of cake, I can straighten my elbow all day long. That's similar to our hip. If we can remove this restriction, we can get into a great impact position, clear our hips, that way we don't early extend. And when we fix this restriction, a lot of the times, naturally over time, your early extension will go away because we've improved the function of the hip. The first fix is doing some soft tissue work on the muscles of that lead hip. If those muscles are tight or tense, can really restrict the motion of your hip. So that is not a good thing in the golf swing. So I have a foam roller here. I also have this kind of softer rubber ball, and I'm going to just roll out those muscles. First thing I like to do, place this foam roller down. It's a little bit more broad, so it doesn't feel as intense. So I recommend you start off with something like a foam roller. I like to cross over my left leg over the right side. And then from here, I'm just using my opposite arm on the floor, just for support and just going up and down. Really working the muscles of the glutes, the butt, the side of the hip too. And it should feel not painful, but I kind of like to call it hurt so good. It's kind of like if you went to get a massage, a deep tissue massage, and it's not painful, but you can tell something's working there. So I want to roll up and down. I like to spend a couple minutes here just to loosen things up. And I want you to make sure you get all different angles. So from here, I was working more of that butt portion, and now I want to go a little bit more on the side. So I'll go a little bit more onto my side here, and then roll again up and down. Really get right up into that top of that hip, and then go side to side too. You'll find some spots where you're like, ooh, where'd that come from? You can sit there for a second if you find a spot that just feels really good, kind of let that loosen up a little bit, and then you can roll back off of it. So I like to spend a couple minutes here, nothing too crazy. And if you want to take it to the next level, you can use something like a rubber ball or a lacrosse ball and lay down in those same spots, but using the ball. You can be a lot more specific when you use this, and it's going to be a lot more intense because there's more direct pressure into those muscles. But if you're used to it, it can feel really good. So find those spots, really kind of like melt your body into that ball. Make sure you're breathing, and then come off of that spot. Again, roll side to side, maybe over here right on the side of the hip. It can feel really good. So give that a shot. A couple minutes is really good. Fix number two is something we've seen already, and that is the test that we did earlier, and that's the 90-90. Sometimes the mobility exercise is the test. So quick reminder, if you're a right-handed golfer, right leg out in front, left leg over to the side. And if you struggled with staying upright, you felt like you were gonna fall back, or you really had to put some effort to stay upright, you can place a pad underneath your butt. If you're at home, it could just be like a stack of books. And this should make it a lot easier. And this is a great place to start if you struggled with those two things. And then from here, we can go ahead and place our hand behind our back and just rotate our upper body towards your back hip, just like this. And breathe. You should feel a slight stretch in your hip. And just a quick reminder, if anything is super painful or feels sketchy, back off. It should not feel sketchy. It should just feel like a nice, gentle stretch. From here, let's do 30 seconds. Come out of it, take a breather. Come back here, and we can do 3 reps at 30 seconds. And then once you get a little bit better, we can go ahead and remove this. If you are already pretty good at this, upright, hands up, rotate over to the side. This is really good to help strengthen this hip and really help with some stability too in your upper body. So let's get into fix number 3. And finally, fix number 3, it's working the stability and strength of those hip muscles. The funny thing is, if your muscles are weak, they can actually become a protective mechanism and tighten up. And we all know the golf swing can actually be very fast and our hips move very fast. So if our muscles can't handle that velocity, then it can actually tighten up. And if we tighten up, we won't have good range of motion, which means we will early extend. So what we need to do is start to work on stability and strength for those hip muscles. I'm going to show you one of my favorites. We're going to go into kind of this side plank position. So forearm on the ground, elbow, shoulder, head, all stacked on top of each other. Hip, bottom hip, top hip, stacked on top of each other. Bottom knee, bottom leg bent. I like to bend my leg here, and then this leg just lays right on top. What we're going to do is you're going to press this knee down into the floor, which is going to help bring your hip up, just like this. And then we're just going to lift this hip off of the ground, this leg off of the ground right here. So we have a nice straight line from head down to our legs here. And then as we lift this up, we feel the side of our glutes, our hip muscles, they're burning, they're feeling strong. Relax, maybe 15 seconds, 30 seconds, kind of work your way up. And if you want to take it to the next level, what I want you to do is, as you come up here, point this foot down. So this foot and leg is rotating downwards. That's internal rotation. Rotate it down, lift up. Woo! That is killer. Working a little bit different portion of the hip muscles, but that's really helping to strengthen up the hip so we can get them nice and stable and strong so we can get through impact with no problem. Do those 3 things every day for the next 30 days, and what you'll notice is that your hips, they're gonna rotate so much better in your golf swing. And all those swing drills that you've been practicing for early extension, they're gonna finally start to click. And it's not because you have another swing thought, it's because your body can actually physically do what it couldn't do before. And if you wanna take this further, I have a free golf body resource that's gonna help you move better, swing better, and play longer so we can actually enjoy this game as we get older. You can find that in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions, go in the comments, ask me those questions, what you liked about the video, what you want to see in the future. I'm here to help you improve your golf game. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.